Hi friends, I'm Ivy. Welcome to a 45-minute Primal Power flow. This class combines Vinyasa yoga mixed with mobility exercises, a little bit of plyometrics, and some animal flow. Let's start on our backs. Bending our knees, plant the soles of your feet down to the mat, and let your knees knock in together. Closing your eyes, one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Good big inhale through the nose. And a big exhale, sigh it out. Get another in through the nose. And exhale out. Good, last one in through the nose. And a big exhale out. And then flutter your eyes open. And windshield wiper your knees from left to right. This is my friend's Kat Finnegan here. And then hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug and rock from side to side. Keep your right knee into your chest and your left leg long towards the front of the room. And then send your right leg to the sky, hamstring stretch. So grab behind your thigh or your calf here. Ankle circles at the top. Find your full range, full circle as wide as you can go. Go the other direction with your ankle. Point and flex your toes. And then keep your right leg to the sky. Send your hands out to the side in a T shape. And then we're gonna supine twist, but keep your right leg straight. So send your right leg across your body, reaching it to the left side of the mat, reaching it down for the ground. Good, and then lift back up, engage the core, lift back up. 4 more here, lower down. Hovering a couple inches from the mat. Good, lift back up. 3 more, lower down, lift back up. Last 2, lower down as you reach away and lift back up. Last 1 as you're twisting to the side, trying to keep your shoulders planted to the mat. Good, lift back up. And then figure 4, cross your right leg over your left knee. Reach through your legs and draw your knee into your chest with your leg just a little bit closer to you. Big inhale. And exhale, draw it a little closer. Good, release your feet, squeeze both knees back into your chest. Send the right leg long, left knee, hug it in, and then send your left foot to the sky. Grab behind your thigh or your calf, hamstring stretch. As you ankle circles at the top, really pointing and flexing your toes here, spreading your toes out wide. Good, finding your full range. Ankle mobility warm up here. Good. Circle around the other direction. And then send your hands out to the side in that T shape again, really keeping your shoulders planted to the mat. And keep your left leg straight to the sky. And then send it over to the right side, reaching out towards the side wall. And then lift back up, engage the navel in. Good, lower the left leg down to the right. And back up. Good, lower down 3 more. Trying to keep your shoulders planted to the mat as you reach the left leg to the right. Lift back up. 2 more, reach out to the side and back up. Last one, reach out, lift back up. Then figure 4 on the left side. So hook the left foot on top of the right knee and then reach through your legs, grab your shin or the behind your thigh, your right thigh, and draw your leg closer to your chest. Use your left elbow to widen your left knee out to the side a little bit more. Big inhale through the nose. And exhale out. Good, gently release the foot. Squeeze your knees back into your chest. A little rock from side to side. Then full happy baby, both soles of the feet to the sky. Grab the outer edge of the feet or your ankles and rock from side to side. Think flat back here. So I want your sacrum, your tailbone planted down to the mat. Good, release the feet and start to rock up and down the length of the mat a couple of times, massaging the spine. And then we rock all the way up to a tabletop position. Knees underneath your hips and your wrist underneath your shoulders. Inhale, cow pose, lift the gaze, drop the belly. Exhale, cat pose, round the spine, tuck the chin into the chest. Keep going, inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Maybe you start to add a little rock forward and a little rock back. Sit back towards your heels. Working up into cat pose, rounding the spine, and then arching the back, sitting back towards your heels. Good, keep this going. You can keep going here, or you can maybe add a little bit more organic movement. That feels good for your spine. Maybe you circle the barrel of your chest around in one direction, moving your head from side to side. Good, keep going a couple more breaths here as we warm up the spine. And come to a neutral tabletop position. I'm going to turn the other direction so you can see me here. Send your right leg out long behind you. And then send it out directly out to the side, reaching your right leg out. Good, then tap all the way down, tap your toes down. Lift back up, send it back behind you. Cross behind your left leg, tap your toes down, and stretch back into the calf. Good, lean back, forward, all the way up and around to the side. Tap the right toes down. Good, one more round as we lift up. Reach the right toes back behind you. Tap them down, calf stretch. Good, last time as you lift the right leg up, send it directly out to the side, to the right. And then this time land your right foot down. Inhale your left arm to the sky, twist open. And then exhale, thread the needle. Send your left arm through, land your left shoulder and left ear down to the mat, keeping your right leg directly out to the side. Option 2, reach the right fingertips towards the front of the room, or you can take a half bind, placing your right hand on your low back. Then inhale and exhale, twist just a little bit deeper. Maybe your gaze goes towards the ceiling here. And plant your right hand back down. Inhale, twist back open, lift your left arm to the sky. Plant your hand back down, come back to neutral, tabletop position. Inhale your left leg back long behind you. Reach it directly out to the side with a straight leg. Flex your toes here. Lift the leg up just a little bit higher. And then tap the left toes down. Inhale, lift the left leg back up. Cross it behind your right foot. Tap the toes down and calf stretch here as you rock back and forth. Inhale, left leg lift. Send it directly out to the side. Lift the left leg high towards the left side of the mat. Tap the toes down. Inhale, lift back up, send it back behind your right toes, left toes behind your right leg. Tap the toes down, calf stretch. Good, last time as you lift the leg up, send it directly out to the side, and this time we land our left foot down. Inhale the right arm to the sky, twist open. Exhale, thread the needle, land your right shoulder and right ear down to the mat. Good, big inhale through the nose. Exhale out. Option 2, reach your left fingertips towards the front of the mat or take a half bind, placing it on your low back. Good, big inhale through the nose. And exhale out. Plant your left hand down. Inhale your right arm to the sky, twist open. Plant your hands back to neutral tabletop position. Walk your fingertips out long in front of you and sit your hips back, child's pose, forehead down to the mat. And then inhale as we wave our spine forward, come into a lazy up dog, which means the thighs are connected down to the mat. Draw the shoulders away from the ears, lift the gaze. And then exhale, send the hips back to a child's pose. Good, let's keep moving through this. Wave the spine forward, lower your hips down to the mat. Lift your gaze, draw your shoulders down your back. Sit your hips back to child's pose. Good, last round, wave your spine forward. Sink your hips down to the mat, lazy up dog, lift the gaze. Good, exhale, back to tabletop. This time tuck the toes and the hips up to downward facing dog. Start to pedal out the legs here, left to right. Good, maybe twisting your hips side to side, feeling a nice side body stretch here. Spread the fingers wide into the mat and really grip down through the fingertips. Inhale, right leg lifts, reach it back. Bend your knee and stack your hip here. Draw 3 big circles with your right knee all the way up and around. Then your right knee meets your left tricep, so twist underneath your body, hold it here, hug it up towards your armpit, holding for 3, 2, good fallen triangle. Send your right foot out to the left side of the mat. Inhale your left arm to the sky as you lift up. Plant your left hand back down. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Bend your knees, stack your hip, wild thing or flip dog. So lower your right foot behind your left leg. Then inhale, sweep your arms up, lift your hips up high, think back bend here. Listen up from here, we're gonna sit our hips down to the mat. Good, then reach our right fingertips behind us. Inhale, left arm to the sky, twist to the right, seated twist. Hooking the outside of the left arm to the outside of the right knee. Good, big inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, twist a little bit deeper here. Good, inhale, come back up through center. Plant your left hand back down. Lift your hips up high, back to wild thing. Lift up, then plant your right hand down, right leg to the sky. Step between. Lower the back knee. Untuck the toes and inhale, sweep your arms up for low lunge or Anjaneyasana. Reach out through the fingertips. Generous bend in the front knee. And then exhale, cactus the arms, baby back bend. Inhale, lift back up, reach up. Hands to heart center, twist to the right. Hook your left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Use the top hand to push down into the bottom hand, twisting your torso just a bit more. Maybe your gaze goes towards the ceiling. Good, inhale, sweep your arms back up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, plant your hands, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee off the mat. Inhale, your right arm to the sky, twist to open. Right elbow taps down inside of the right foot, reaching down for the mat. Inhale, lift back up. Good, 4 more here. Tap your right elbow down. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. 2 more here, reach down. Inhale, lift. Last one as you reach your right elbow down. Inhale, lift back up. Plant your right hand, step back to a plank pose. Inhale, shift your weight forward. On the exhale, lower down halfway, chaturanga. Squeeze the elbows in. Inhale, upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Hips up and back. Left leg lifts, reach it back. Bend your knee, stack your hip open here, reaching the left knee to the sky. Draw 3 big circles with your left knee all the way around. Then your left knee meets your right tricep, twisting underneath your body. Hug it up towards your armpit for 3, 2, fallen triangle. Send your left foot to the right side of the mat. Inhale your right arm to the sky, lift up. Plant your right hand back down, left leg to the sky. Bend your knee, stack your hip, wild thing or flip dog. Lower the left foot behind the right leg. Lift the hips up high, reach towards the front of the mat. Then listen up, sit your hips all the way down here. Your left knee is bent. Reach back with your left fingertips. Inhale your right arm to the sky and twist to the left. Hook the outside of the right arm to the outside of the left knee. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, twist a little bit deeper here. Good, release. Windmill your arm all the way back. Right hand plants down to the mat. Inhale, lift your hips up. Reach your left arm towards the front of the mat. Plant your left hand down, left leg to the sky. Lift up. Exhale, step between your hands. Lower the back knee to the mat. Untuck the toes. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Sweep your arms up to the sky. Deep lunge into the front knee. Reaching out through the fingertips and lengthen the side body. Exhale, cactus the arms, baby back bend. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, hands to heart center, twist to the left. Hook the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Again, use the top hand to press down into the bottom hand, twisting the torso. Gaze towards the ceiling here. Inhale, sweep your arms back up. Anjaneyasana. Plant your hands to the mat. Tuck your back toes. Lift the back knee off the mat. Plant your right hand down. Lift your left arm to the sky. Dragonfly twist. From here, we tap our left elbow down inside of our left leg. Inhale, lift back up. 4 more here. Tap the left elbow down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, tap down. Twist down. Good. Inhale, lift up. 2 more, tap down. Inhale, lift. And tap down. Inhale, lift. And plant your hand to the mat. Step back to a plank pose. Say hi to my friend's cat, Finnegan. He wants to be a part of it. Lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hey, buddy, get out of the screen, dude. Inhale, look forward. On the exhale, tiny steps to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, fold. Good. Widen your feet out too close to the edges of the mat here. Staying in this forward fold. Grab opposite elbows, little sway from side to side. Let the back of your neck hang long. And then what we're going to do is place our fingertips down to the mat and then squat down low into a yogi squat, fingertips to the mat. Then inhale, lift your hips back up high. Exhale, squat down. Good. Keep this going. Lift up high and squat back down. Good. 2 more. Lift the hips up, forward folds, and squat back down. Last one, hips up high, and squat back down. Plant your hands down to the mat. Step back to a plank pose. Lower down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog to the tops of your feet. Thighs are lifted off the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips up and back. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step, hop, or float to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Sit low, yogi squat. So walk your feet out a little wider again this time. So heels in, toes out, hands to heart center. Use your elbows to assist your knees to open a little bit wider. Lengthen your spine, reach the top of your head to the sky. Good. Then reach your left fingertips down. Reach your right arm to the sky as you twist open. Switch sides, right fingertips down in front of you. Left arm twist open to the sky. Keep going right to left. Lift up, back down, left arm up, and back down, right arm up. Back down. Last time on the left side. Reach up, twist up. Plant the hands. Step or hop back to a plank pose. Lower down halfway, chaturanga. Squeeze the elbows in. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, look forward. On the exhale, step, hop, or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Sit down towards a yogi squat one last time. Heels in, toes out. This time, reach your hands forward. The back of your palms meet here. Curl in everything towards the midline. And then we inhale, open up, lift the palms to the sky. Reach out wide, knees out wide. Exhale, dive down, curl in. Inhale, lift up, palms to the sky. Exhale, dive down. 3 more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, dive down. Good. Last one, lift up and hold here for 3, 2, 1. Good. Plant your hands, step or hop back to a plank pose. Lower down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Hips up and back. Good work. Big breath in through the nose. And exhale, sigh it out. From here, we're going to sit our hips back into a low squat, but knees are lifted a couple inches off the mat. Then we launch forward, step our right foot to the outside of our right hand. Good. Step back, squat back. Left side to the outside of left hand. Good. Squat back, fin. Good. Squat back. Right foot to the outside of the right hand. Squat back. Left foot to the outside. Squat back. Keep it going right to left. Next time you come to the right side, lift your right hand, push back, breathe out. Good, sit back, left hand, reach back, and back. Right side, palm out, reach back. Good, keep this going. I know it's burning, stay with me here. Squat back. One more each side. And downward facing dog, hips up and back. Good work. Inhale, right leg to the sky, reach it back. Right knee to right tricep. Inhale, lift back up. Right knee, left tricep. Inhale, lift back up. Step between your hands. Rise up this time for crescent lunge. Sweep your arms to the sky. Lift up. Generous bend into the front knee. Good, high on the ball of the back heel. Really feel the hip flexor stretch in the front of the left leg here as you lunge deep. Interlace your fingers behind your low back. Release your pointer finger. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Humble warrior as we dip down. Right shoulder inside of our right leg. Fingertips to the sky. Good, inhale, lift back up, warrior one. Spin the back heel down. And then open up warrior two, reaching the fingertips away from each other. Track your right knee over your right ankle. Gaze over your front middle finger. Good, then straighten the front leg. Grab the right wrist with the left hand and reach up and back. Sky archer pose. Nice side body stretch along the right side. Then we move into Trikonasana or triangle pose. Your right hand or right fingertips down to the mat inside of your right leg. Lift your left arm to the sky. Good, try to twist your chest towards the side wall. Maybe your gaze lifts towards the ceiling here. Then we sweep all the way down, wide-legged forward fold, toes in, heels out. Here, let your head hang heavy, a little sway from side to side. Plant your left hand, twist your right arm to the sky as you lift open. And plant your right hand down, left arm to the sky, twist open. Plant your hands back down, walk back forward to a plank pose. Dragonfly twist, so right arm to the sky. Plant your hand back down to the mat, step back to plank. Lower down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good work. Inhale, left leg lifts. Left knee, left tricep. Inhale, lift back up. Left knee, right tricep. And inhale, lift back up. Step between your hands this time. Rise up for crescent lunge. Sweep your arms up to the sky. Good, hips are square towards the front of the mat. And lift your arms up to the sky. Reach out through the fingertips to lengthen the side body. Generous bend into the left knee. Interlace the fingers behind the low back here. Reach the fingertips away as you draw your shoulders away from your ears. Humble warrior as we sink our chest down. Left shoulder inside of our left leg, reaching the fingertips towards the sky, head hang heavy down towards the mat. Good, inhale, sweep your arms back up. Warrior one, so here just spin the back heel down. Keep your hips square towards the front of the mat. Then we open up warrior two, chest towards the side wall, reach the fingertips away. Track your left knee over your left ankle. Lunge a little deeper into the front knee. Good, sky archer pose, straighten the front leg. Grab the left wrist with the right hand. Reach up and back. Nice side body stretch along the left side. Good, Trikonasana. Keep the front leg straight. Your left hand or fingertips down to the mat. Reach your right arm to the sky. I really think twist your chest towards the side wall. Maybe your gaze goes towards the ceiling here. And exhale, stay here. And then walk it down, wide-legged forward fold. Toes turn in, heels are out. Let your head hang heavy here as you sway from side to side. Good, maybe you continue deepening the sway. Sway all the way to the right side and grab your right ankle with both of your hands. And draw yourself to the right side. Good, gently release, swing over to the left side and grab the Ankle with both hands on this side. Draw your chest toward the left side. Good. Gently release, sway back down through center. Crawl back forward to a runner's lunge at the top of your mat. Inhale your left arm to the sky, twist open, dragonfly twist. Plant your hands, step back to plank pose, lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now that you're familiar with the sequence, we'll do it one more time on each side. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Right knee to right tricep. Inhale, lift back up. Right knee, left tricep. Inhale, lift up. And step between, rise up, crescent lunge, high on the ball of the back heel. Lift out through the fingertips. Interlace your fingers behind your low back. Straighten your arms. Reach your shoulders away from you. Humble warrior as you fold down, right shoulder inside of the right leg. Inhale, lift up, reach up. Warrior one as you spin the back heel down. Warrior two, exhale. Sky archer pose, straighten the right leg. Grab the right wrist with the left hand. Reach back. Trikonasana, hinge forward, right fingertips down, left arm to the sky. Twist your chest open. Gaze lifts towards the ceiling. Good, this time instead of wide-legged forward fold, we're gonna move all the way to Skandasana, to the back of the mat. Walk your left fingertips out to the side, reach your right arm to the sky, lift up. Good, Skandasana to the other side. Reach your right fingertips out to the side, lift your left arm to the sky. Skandasana to the back of the mat, one more time. Left fingertips out, right arm to the sky, twist open. And then crawl your way back to a runner's lunge. Top of the mat, left hand down, right arm to the sky. And now this time we heel toe our right foot down to meet our left inside plank pose. Lift your hips up high. Option to take a modification. You can drop down on your bottom knee, lift your top leg. Or you can take a variation. Lift your top leg here, maybe tree pose. Good, wherever you are, lift your hips just a little bit higher. For 3, 2, 1. Good, plant your hand, plank pose, lower down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, inhale, left leg lifts, reach it back. Left knee, left tricep. Inhale, lift. Left knee, right tricep. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step between, rise up, crescent lunge, high on the ball of the back heel. This time, reach up. Interlace the fingers behind the low back, reach the hands away. Humble warrior as we dip our shoulder down inside of our left leg. Inhale, sweep the arms back up. Warrior one, so spin the back heel down, reach up. And then exhale, open up warrior two. Toward the side wall, gaze over your front middle finger. Straighten the front leg, sky archer, grabbing the left wrist with the right hand, reaching up and back. And then Trikonasana. Sweep your left hand down, hinge at the hips, right arm to the sky. I think turn barrel of your chest towards the side wall. Reach your gaze towards the ceiling. Instead of wide-legged forward fold, we're gonna sweep all the way back to Skandasana, to the back of the mat. Walk your right fingertips out to the side. Reach your left arm to the sky. Lift open. Skandasana to the front of the mat. Good, walk your left fingertips out to the side. Right arm reaches up and back. Good, walk to the other side. One more time to the back of the mat. Walk your right fingertips out, left arm lifts, twist open. I would walk back forward. Runner's lunge, dragonfly twist, so plant the right hand down, left arm to the sky. Start to heel toe your left foot down to meet your right foot, side plank pose. Good option, again, to modify so you can lower the bottom leg here. You can lift the top leg, or you can take a variation, lifting the left leg to the sky. Maybe you tree pose your legs here, lift up just a little bit more. 3, 2, 1, good plank pose. Lower down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, big breath in through the nose. And then exhale, sigh it out. One final push here. We're gonna frog hop forward. So same thing, sit the hips back low, knees lifted down, or knees reaching down towards the mat. We're gonna pounce forward to the outside of the hands, and then pounce back, squat back. Hop forward and back. Option 2, float a little bit higher if this is in your practice. Maybe you try a little handstand float hop here, squat back and forward. Keep it going. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower your knees down to the mat. Tap your toes at the top of the mat here. Nice work. Rise your chest up here on your knees, setting up for camel pose. But this time, tuck your toes. Good, find that toe mobility here. So really try to think, tuck the pinky all the way under. All 10 toes flat to the mat here. And then one straight line with your body. Start to lean back. I like to have my hands on my hips here. Lean back with one straight line, and then lift back up. So camel lean as we lean back. Don't drop your hips here. Keep them lifted up high as you lower down, lift back up. Good, 3 more, low, lean back. Lift back up. 2 more, lean back and lift back up. Lean back. Lift back up, good. Plant your hands to the mat, untuck the toes and tap them out one more time. Tuck your toes here, send your hips up high to downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts, reach back. Step to the outside of the right hand. Lower the back knee down to the mat. Untuck the toes. Go lift your chest up here. Right hand to right knee. Maybe you twist your chest towards the sidewall a little bit. Option 2, bend the back knee if you want a bit of a quad stretch. We worked out our quads and our hip flexors a lot today, so this should feel pretty good on your hips. If you can, reach back with your right hand and catch your foot if it's accessible to you. You don't need to force it here. Not trying to prove anything to anyone. Good, big inhale through the nose. And exhale, sigh it out. Good, release the foot, plant the right hand to the mat, step back. Do a downward facing dog. Shake out the right leg. Inhale, left leg lifts. Step to the outside of the left hand, lizard lunge, but lower the back knee to the mat, untuck the toes. Left hand to the left knee, twist your chest towards the sidewall. Maybe your gaze lifts towards the ceiling. And option 2, bend the back knee for an additional quad stretch. Whew, this one is really tight on me today. Big inhale through the nose and exhale out. Good, maybe you reach back with your left hand, reach for your foot. Catch it here if it's accessible. Big breath in through the nose. And exhale out. Release your foot. If you have this caught, plant your hand back down, tuck your back toes, back to downward facing dog as you shake out the left leg. Inhale, right leg to the sky, reach it back. Half pigeon on the right side, right knee behind the right wrist as you sink your hips down low. Untuck the back toes. Now before we lower down, we're gonna press into the right shin and lift up out of the hips. So really activate this pigeon here. You really should be lifting out of the hips, feeling it in the hip flexor on the left side and the outer hip on the right leg. Good, big inhale. Exhale, stay. Good, another big inhale. And then lower all the way down. Sink your hips down, forearms and forehead. Come down to the mat. Maybe a gentle wiggle from side to side to find the most comfortable as possible position that you can find here. We store so many emotions in our hips. So really nice to really use your breath to breathe into it here and release. Get another big breath in. Exhale out. Slowly start to push your way back up. Tuck your back toes and send your hips up high to a downward facing dog. Shake out your right leg. And inhale, left leg lifts, reach back. Left knee behind the left wrist as you sink your hips down low. Untuck your back toes, wiggle your hips back. And again, before we lower down, we're gonna activate the pigeon. So press down into the left shin, lift out of the hips. Maybe you have your fingertips here to help assist you with balance, but lifting up out of the hips, using your legs here to squeeze in towards the midline. Inhale through the nose. Big exhale out, stay here. Another big inhale in, lift up. And then as you exhale, lower your hips down to the mat. Walk your forearms forward, or maybe you rest your forehead down to the mat. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out. And maybe just taking note of how your body is feeling from your left to your right side. Just full acceptance here. We all have different sensations on different sides of our body. And my left side is always a little tighter than my right side. Get another big inhale through the nose. And exhale out. Good, one more in through the nose. And exhale out. Slowly start to push your way back up. Tuck your back toes and send your hips up high to a downward facing dog. Shake out your legs here. Good, start to walk your feet forward and come back to a sitting position with your feet facing the front of the mat. But keep your knees bent, plant the soles of your feet to the mat. And then walk your fingertips back, probably equal distance from your feet to your hips to your hands. Fingertips turned away, so your shoulders are drawing out here. Lift your chest. And then from here, lift your hips a couple inches off the mat. Good, this is called crab pose. So you can either stay here, or if you want to try to challenge yourself a little bit, you might have to walk your hands in just a little bit. Reach your right arm to the front of your face. Here, lift up. And then lift your hips to the sky. Reach your hand back. And then reach your right arm down towards your left hand. Good, lift your arm back up. And then sit back low. Switch sides. Right hand, fingertips back. Left hand to the face. Lift the hips up high. Really lean back here, and then at the top where your hips are, reach your left hand back for your right hand. Good, lower back down. Good, switch sides one more time. Each side, left hand down, right hand to your face. Lift your hips up high. At the top, reach your right hand towards your left hand. Arch back. Good, reach your right hand up, lower down. Right hand down, left arm to the sky. Lift the hips up high. Left hand back to the right hand as you arch back. Go lower back down through center. Lower your hips down to the mat. Send your legs out long in front of you. Shake out your legs here. And then slowly roll down to your back. Plant the soles of your feet to the mat as you bend your knees, setting up for bridge pose. So walk your heels close to your fingertips. If you can reach down, maybe you can tap your heels here. Then inhale, lift up, bridge pose. Squeeze your glutes to lift all the way to the top. Option 2, interlace your fingers behind your low back here, and then nestle your shoulders underneath, lifting your chest a little bit higher. Shoulder stretch, heart opener. Wherever you are, lift your glutes. Squeeze your glutes to lift your hips just a little bit higher. Big breath in. And exhale, unwind, lower back down to the mat. Now we're gonna go last one final back bend here. Your option to take bridge pose, what we just did, or you can take wheel pose, which I'll walk you through right now. If you wanna do wheel pose, plant your hands by your ears, fingertips pointing towards your shoulders, elbows towards the sky. Start to lift up to the top of your head here. Lift your hips up. Good, and then press through your hands, lift up, straighten your arms. Your heels are planted down to the mat, lift up. Let your head fall back. Good, big breath in. Exhale, stay. One more big breath in. And exhale, slowly lower down, all the way down to your back. If you're in bridge pose, lower back down, and then squeeze your knees gently into your chest. A little rock from side to side to massage the low back here. Keep your right knee into your chest. Send your left leg long towards the front of the mat. Supine twist, send your left knee across your body. Gaze goes over your right shoulder. Left hand to the outside of the right knee. And draw it down towards the ground. Get big inhale through the nose. And exhale, sigh it out. And rock your way back up through center, right knee in, switch sides, send your right leg long, left knee into your chest, and then send your left knee across your body, supine twist, your right hand to the outside of the left knee, reach your left arm off to the side of the mat, maybe your gaze goes over your left shoulder here, big inhale through the nose, and exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Good, rock your way back up through center. Squeeze both knees back into your chest. Rock from side to side. And then a full happy baby, send both soles of the feet to the sky. Draw your knees down to the mat. Rock from side to side. Maybe just take note of how your body is feeling now from the beginning of class when we did this in our warm-up. Good, planting your sacrum flat to the mat. Rock from side to side. And then slowly start to sit back up to a seated position. You always have the option to take a nice shavasana here, or if you would like to do a cool down, you can click on this video here. And if you want to check out more of my Primal Power flows, you can click on this playlist on the side. Thank you so much for joining this video. If you liked this, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. See you guys in the next class.